all these fights will kick off because I'm just seeing a lot.
If Brame's able to shake this up.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch mid a lot too. I want to see how this matchup is now. If anything has changed from the past, because Puck is that much stronger now, but I don't think it is gonna change because this is just a matchup that's always been there. Matchup in heaven for that Nature's Prophet versus Puck. Always pretty good versus these Pucks, versus these Queen of Pains, these range heroes. You just don't deal with treants.
No, for sure, yeah. I think we could see quite a hefty lead in CS for Wish if he plays it right here in the 1v1.
Bottom, I see potential for kills too with this Monkey King and this Grimstroke. Since they got the lane that they want, they're up against this Doom, up against Phoenix, who has 1 base armor. This is not the easiest lane for the Doom, so they just have to play it smart, play it greedy. Just play very defensive on the side of this Doom. Just let Brame overplay their hand.
I take what I please.
Fishman. He's dead. He got that courier, but he just walked into the tower for it.
I mean, hey, he got the courier.
I thought he got kicked in at first, and I'm like, wait,
we just went in.
Rolling boulder. Like, what the hell is going on? All
right, well, that's one way to get the first blood.
He got 2 couriers, and I believe he set up for a couple Eidolon kills or something like that. But yeah, feeds his life away. Her Spirit now level 2 as well, so Fishman has to be a bit more careful how he does step up. And yeah, this doesn't look great for... Doesn't look like the greatest position for the Jug. His last hits are pretty decent.
Yeah.
But I'm watching Stahl doing a great job with these Eidolons too, just blocking the camp, the hard camp. They might lose all the Eidolons for it though.
Oh, that's
actually not good.
That's nearly 200 gold straight up for Crystalis.
And the Earth Spirit actually blocked the camp, so they didn't need to send the Eidolons over from Scar. Like he actually overblocked the camp. They put 2 things there. And we're seeing Stock. He is setting up around mid. The orb was just used. He's looking to go for this attempt here. As the Enigma, as we've said, perfectly fine on his own. And he's gonna wait for this orb to get casted and maybe try. Let's see if it's gonna be on the range creep.
Now,
well, bottom.
Oh, they've got the setup with the X-Rock. Can he get the Jingu stack up? Ooh. He does, but he's not able to benefit from any of the hits afterwards there with that attack speed slow from the Phoenix, as Amar gets to clean up the 2 of them.
And top again. Also now Skylark getting ran down. Will survive for a second, but that extra last hit. And Maureen just constantly getting chased here by Stock. And that's what we're mentioning for bottom is don't make the aggressive move yourself as a Doom Phoenix. Let them make the mistake. Let them try to overplay their hand. And they did that perfectly with the Scorched Earth and with the Fire Spirits.
I mean, this is, yeah, to the point where when spirits are up, like, can these 2 heroes really get aggressive? Anytime you're sort of just able to get a spirit down on the monkey when he has like just 2 of the Jingu up, he's never going to be able to get the 4th without just taking so much damage in response.
Yeah, he's got to be careful how he does play around it. It was very close though, right? Like if he did get that last swing and he gets the Boundless, he'll probably just full heals off of it.
Sure.
So it's
but that's only going to get harder, right? It's like, you know, the spirits and the potential of the Radiant side is going to get stronger, whereas Jingu's not necessarily going to get easier to build up.
Yeah. He's still doing, I mean, he's still doing good in lane though, right? Like he's still applying the pressure. Doom has 16 last hits, but it's not full free farm.
No,
he's still doing okay. And now the Doom still has trouble stepping up as Spartan, though steps up a bit too far. And there is a point inside the Infernal Blade.
Oh, I see Fishman up top. Going down. Kills everywhere in this one. A lot of action indeed already. 4 minutes in, 4 for 2. Side lanes, dropping heroes left, right, and center.
Chaos in side lanes, but Wish is holding his own in that mid lane very nicely. As we did mention, he probably would. 2010 last hits, gonna have a very early level 6. And since Chaos is happening in those side lanes, we know that's where Nature's Prophet thrives. As soon as he hits 6, it's very likely they just get a single kill or even a double kill, as we're seeing so much action kick off. So we do want to see Creepwave be very wary of when this Nature's Prophet hits 6.
Up
top, they're looking again for Skylark. They have to be careful. Stoa is just waiting for the positioning to kick Fishman under the tower when they do get those Eidolons summoned. But yeah, good job of clearing them out. They've gotten a lot. Crystal's last hits look way higher than I feel like they should have been as Fishman.
Alright, Crystalis again cleaning up about 4 Eidolons. Stamanen, is he going to be able to quite find the kill? He's able to
healing ward though.
Yeah, stop at least the Fishman CM from getting the free heals from Crystalis.
And it's going to be, is that 4? It looks like 4 bounty runes. Yeah, 4 bounty runes again for the side of Creepwave, just like last game. They got the 4 early on too. Lose a courier, but very nicely done. Focus is still, they didn't decide to swap the lanes, so Focus is still getting a really good farm down here, even though he did get that one death. They get the silence, Alex, and there's that NP ulti.
Yeah, now he's hit the 6. He's always going to have that to offer up.
Spartan with a cool skill build too, because he is playing versus that Phoenix, the 1-1-1, rather than getting Morning Swell as top. Fishman, very close to dying, but he will survive.
I mean,
needing that Phantom's Embrace for the Phoenix kills, though, so I like that he did go for this little bit of an unorthodox skill build. Trains to check the runes. The other beautiful thing about Nature's Prophet, don't need to commit your hero to go ever deny a rune from that opposing mid. Treant kills a haste rune bottom.
You're right, this free farm on Focus is definitely going to be a bit of a problem. Now, him and Wish, especially when they start making moves, these two are going to be able to get a lot done whilst they sort of rotate across the map, and it's going to be sort of a test to see if Creepwave is able to respond to it strong enough, especially whilst they're still in the stage of the game where Chrysalis is going to want to be a bit more focused on getting his item.
And Staw now is actually looking to make moves away from top finally. He was playing mostly around top and slightly around the mid for the first 6 minutes. Now he can look to make pairing with his Grimstroke. Level 2 Phantom, so not the high points of Ink Swap for this game. I think he wants to prioritize maxing that third point Phantom early on as the Doom comes out.
And then he's going to try and lead in here, Amar, but he's going to get instantly split from Alex as they'll just turn and take down the two of them. Of course, TP rotation coming in from Wish. Actually, maybe 80, maybe he might just be able to make it away. With the phase boots, he is fast enough. Same time, up top, Creepwave getting aggressive onto the Enigma and will manage to find him. So not losing the 2 down there, just the 1. And in return, Creepwave getting something themselves up top.
He does get the Book Summon and the Eidolons before he does die, though, so he's able to just kill this whole Creepwave. So they can't actually turn this tops into a push at all, which is pretty good for the side of Brame. I'm surprised they didn't kill Alex bottom. Alex was literally 1 hit. They just full focus onto Amar.
Wait, I thought they did.
Time,
Alex, they didn't.
They didn't. He lived with 9 HP and he walked away.
Oh, okay, sorry, they didn't get either. Oh, now they did, though. Or maybe not. No, Alex is able to actually get the kill on Stomanon. All right, just teasing them there. Well played by Alex.
That just happened as he still has his Tranquil Boots, healing himself up, staying in the area, level 5 now too. Yeah, the Nature's Prophet bounced and got him down to 9 HP and he ran south when they all focused on the Doom and he lived initially. These NP ults are definitely hurting quite a bit though. We're seeing how much power they can have, and it also, same thing, is that it does not only hit the heroes, it pushes the wave out too. So we're seeing the positioning of these lanes are pretty forced in, so they can't actually get any type of tower damage on the side of Creepwave. And they're now giving the mid lane to the Earth Spirit. Nature's Prophet getting just some jungle done. Going for that early Orchid, going to be very good versus Malrine on the puck, who's just going for the bots this time around again.
Seeing if they can catch Focus.
No Doom available.
Might have the damage. It is a lot with this Sunray. Focus burning down. Amar stays on target. Focus into the trees, though. Will burn down to the scorched earth. Same time, though, as the top Skylark goes down. They gets Fishman in return. Bottom lane, Amar in trouble as he's stuck in the trees. 5 heroes suddenly dead across the map. I mean, it remains closer to 8 for 6, less than 1k in it. Is there a team that you do feel is benefiting from the chaos a little bit more so far?
They're getting a bit more tower damage on the side of Brame. They're able to actually turn it into something, as I see all the other lanes just instantly being pushed out. So I feel like they're getting a very slight advantage on Brame, but it's pretty damn even with the way it's all going around. And it was a Black Hole use top, and I think he maybe instant canceled it because they tipped him so fast, or he used it as an Omni Slash happened. I wonder what happened up there because they tipped him instantly as the Black Hole was casted. Now, no Black Hole available, no Nature's Prophet ulti either, and Doom, Amar does have his at the ready, so he is looking to park himself in front of this tower bottom, but they're starting to surround, and the Book 1 is up.
We go diving in. Over towards Alex, but he's got the egg. He'll pop it, they'll commit the Doom onto Wish. See if they can take this egg down. They can't. So Wish is going to end up getting caught in the Supernova Blast. He'll fall. Skylark also being taken out as Jug turns up to the action. And they're not even going to be able to get Stamana out. Dream Coil's available from Marlene. They'll lock him down into the silence. He cannot run. As Creepwave come in with an incredible hold there of their tier 1 tower, getting 4 heroes for it.
Over-aggressive push by Brame gets heavily punished. Phoenix hits 6, and they just press the ult. There's no way that they can commit to chase for it there. Just too far forward from the side of Brame.
Oh, very nicely done.
Again, Creepwave making really nice moves, and now transitioning it into a mid tower with this 10-minute catapult push. Just really nice moves from Creepwave, just responding, knowing when they can take the battles. Now their ults are a bit on cooldown though, so they're gonna have to give some respect. Back away for a moment. And Focus was still at least able to make the move top when all that was happening, and he does get probably this entire tower. Oh, but the deny! Oh, Alex!
And now Focus.
Oh, he might actually get the kill.
They certainly will. With that Omni Slash. No escape for Focus. He just couldn't catch a break up there.
That was sick by Alex, too. The Fire Spirits makes him stay there a second longer, even gets the tower denied. Just, oh. They're getting in their heads. They're getting in their heads.
Oh. He's not going to get caught by the stun, and he's going out with a TP, and he's away.
Oh, my. Okay. Outplay.
A mid tower.
Very nicely done. And they get the mid tower. Really good stuff coming out from Creepwave in these last 3 minutes.
Yeah, 1K lead. And against as what you felt was a lineup that for Brame, they would have expected to have come out of the laning stage with an edge against Creepwave.
Yeah.
The fact that they didn't definitely means that things haven't gone completely according to plan for Brame's lineup.
No, absolutely. Creepwave done an excellent job of setting themselves and defending these towers. Like I can't believe bottom tower is 1240 HP at 12-minute mark.
They've held it so well.
Prophet and Enigma. Like they've done such a good job of holding this tower. And Brame may be overcommitting a little bit, giving some lack of respect. They're getting punished for it. Now top, Wish. Nice Orchid. Will be able to live. No coil. Able to be casted. Skylark with the book 2. Looking to try to continue this siege down bottom already. Alex is setting up. His egg is at the ready. The TPs on the front will be a quick one for the side of Creepwave if they do look to defend.
Oh, Stamanen is going to try and get it onto Alex. And with the backup of Wish, they'll be able to keep him silenced. No chance for an egg. And that should be easily the space for them to finally get this tower. At the same time, though, trades being made.
Still decent. I mean, Alex just gets caught there, and they make a nice aggressive move up top to continue the pressure and get themselves this good farm. Now we're going to see Brame get some aggressive warding down to continue looking to pressure bottom and mid. And they're still very strong to teamfight when they are all together. Especially with this Orchid on the Nature's Prophet. It's going to trip up a lot of the heroes on the side of Creepwave. Nobody having any protection versus it at all still. The Doom, Amar getting close to a BKB, but he's not going to be the main target for that Orchid yet. Anyway.
No. I mean, to the point where do you think Malrine, he can still afford to get away with the aggressive build of bots into Witchblade without finding, sort of oh, nice escape. Again from Fishman, getting away from the Scrim's attempts every single time. But yeah, the puck should be fine, or do you think Marlene could be in for a bit of spot of bother with Wish being able to focus him with the Orchid?
I think it's a bit over-aggressive for him to go for this Switchblade. Maybe he feels like they need damage, but I feel like with Phoenix, like you have very good damage coming from your supports. I think this might hurt him. There's a lot of different silences he has to work first. There's not only just the Orchid, it's Earth Spirit and Grimstroke too. So that definitely could hurt as the book 3 about to be delivered onto Skylark. They are very strong now in this area. And almost Focus having, halfway to the Aghanims.
Well, they're going to come in with the smoke.
Marine dodges the silence nicely. And breaks the smoke.
Yeah, they won't be able to get anything with this. Chrysalis actually...
He's charging in.
Yep, he's ready to start taking some of their jungle, knowing that they headed out to the lower half of the map.
A prize.
Bounty.
And wanting to sort of be in position to maybe go on focus. Oh
my god, that
he was close. Just a tree off that.
They have the ward on that high ground there. He's still getting stalked, getting watched. They're looking to make their own move maybe onto Amar mid, but He's completely aware of this. He's playing on the side there. He's even calling for TPs to set up the counter gank already. As Marlene gets a good scout there with the orb. Not gonna be able to clean up much. Couple Eidolons perhaps, but not gonna look for actually committing to a fight. Still too afraid. Brame getting some good time to farm up and finish up this Aghanims on the Monkey King pretty soon.
Yeah, the whole team really in position to make sure the focus is going to be safe whilst he finishes this item up.
And
now Amar has the BKB, so that I had a bit of a fear for their front line. Now with this BKB, he's going to be able to mess with the initiation and mess with the actual attempt of fights from Brame. He's going to have all this liberty to just charge and pick whatever target he wants to go with the Doom. And they're even getting some really nice damage on this top tower too. Let's see if they try to... I don't know if they're going to be able to defend for bottom.
No, I think they'll leave this. Look at this push with the Necro Books and the Eidolons.
Yeah.
This is...
no one defending, no one TPing the tier 3 either, so just clearly showing they're not even in any realm of looking to defend. They'll get their own trade. Outpost for outpost.
And Brame, they're going to start poking a bit at the tier 3s. See what sort of response they get from Creepwave.
It's going to force a reaction. I mean, the catapult is still alive. Eidolons and Necro are tanking. Decent damage on that tier 3 here. Both teams doing pretty much exact same ward coverage of the opposing sides.
And Marino still wanting to continue with the way he played the pot before, going for the blink after. Again, rather than anything to remove those silences. But I guess, you know, if he's quick with the blinks and the phase shifts, he could always get away before any damage comes in after some of the silence.
Yeah, either he lives or he just instantly dies, right? Yeah. So it's going to be really, he has to be really careful with the way that he does commit forward and just have vision pretty much of this Nature's Prophet.
Oh, Omni Slash in. Oh, it's over on a Skylark as well, but the bouncers take him over towards the Eidolons. He's burning down to the Sunray. And they get the kill. Fishman. Oh, they're trying to save him with a healing ward, but the nuke from Spartan finishes the kill.
Well, Crystallis gets a lot of nice cleanup gold. Gets both of the books and all the Eidolons as well. Over 300 plus 300 to 400 gold for him.
And that one, Stamana's already out. Focus is still around. Instantly into the trees. They'll hit him with the scan, but a little too elusive for them to chase. So Focus able to live another day, get his Ags finished. And we'll now start to be able to step up his farm game and begin to attempt to close the gap on Crystallis, which is going to be hard to do. It's 5-0-1, excellent KDA. And as we've just continued to see, just getting so much extra gold from all these sort of summons and creeps being thrown at him.
Brame is going to have to wait until... They can still fight now because they do have the BKB on the Nature's Prophet, but I think waiting for BKB on the Monkey King is probably the better thing. Just the spell is in control in Teamfight right now from Creepwave. Just them using their abilities is going to end up killing heroes. So right now they have to be a little careful of how they do get ran out. If they can catch the puck with an initiation, that's phenomenal, but most of the time with this Doom BKB, it's going to be Amar kind of starting off the fights. So Brame needs a little bit of time to try to get these BKBs before they feel very comfortable of fighting. What's Skylark doing with his courier? Why is his courier just following him? Whatever. Maybe he didn't notice. It's been sitting on him for like 2 minutes now.
I mean, he just likes a bit of company, you know?
He had a jam or something and he was just making sure it like picks... I don't know. Maybe he didn't notice. Either way. Continuing this pressure bottom, Spartan slowly stealthing forward. We see Alex has found, he has built his Yule Scepter, so he has a way to protect himself versus the Orchid. As they try to make an aggressive move onto the puck, but they're gonna get killed just off the mark. Creepwave doesn't seem to mind this at all. Just farming, they're just letting Brame attempt to make these moves, and
yeah, I mean
they do have a pretty strong scaling lineup too. Sure, they're playing into the Enigma and the Monkey King, but Jug and Doom, these heroes, they can take over late games very easily.
Yeah, I think Creepwave are going to be fine with this chill.
Yeah,
biting their mind at all. Yeah, all three of their cores farming perfectly fine. No, and it really is on the side of Brame.
Aggressive build.
Who is?
Mal's aggressive build too, so like their scaling thing, it's really good for them, even as they transition into the later stages.
I mean, they've got the double blinks. They're ready for the initiations.
Yep.
I think, yeah, the pressure definitely on Brame to do something.
Yeah, and Alex is level 13. This is a very high-level Phoenix, too. These team fights are looking very difficult for Brame. They have to have like a pretty ideal Wukong's command and Black Hole for them to look to actually take it. Creepwave, they're charged gun jug.
Yeah, it's going to be super hard to hit this egg. Oh, easy courier. As Brame won't know the whereabouts of them now, and we'll see if they do still get caught out by this, as Brame are sticking around on this top lane.
It's a BKB Doom. Spartan is chilling. They're trying to get the puck. Again, can't catch him, and now initiation.
Yeah, now they're just going to turn. That was a bit of an ambitious move there from the two of them, diving in to attempt to grab Marlene. It's not going to happen. And now Mar's going to try and chase for more. As they're in over towards Spartan. Spartan. The sentry's down. They step out the range of the Inkswell and then come back in for the finishing blow. As Brame really just not having the execution and coordination they need to try and use that early game strength they expected to have with their heroes, as Creepwave are really making the most of it.
It really does feel like just farm triple BKB cores on Brame before you can look to do anything versus Creepwave right now. Creepwave's feeling themselves and just knowing exactly where they need to hit on the map. Around this Roche pit, they make that smoke, they get those kills. Now they can actually look to secure this. As Brame, they can't make their way over here at all, and not a place to fight. Focus still quite a ways away from that BKB.
Oh, Skylark, does he want to go for some YOLO play here with the blink?
He's sending the Eidolons to scout.
He's not going to make the move.
Collapse over, but yeah, they can't make it.
Yeah, now having to deal with an Aegis on Crystallis. It really does feel like that every moment this game is only going to get harder for Brame.
Skylark, they actually get the silence this time on the puck finally, and with no way to counterplay it. Maureen?
I mean, he's going to have to jump.
For a second. No.
No. Perfectly timed there, coming out of the shift from Stamanen. Then he stopped to a rift out.
That's the only time that they've caught the puck, though. With the bots, Witchblade Blink build, triple silence lineup, and that's the only time they've killed him. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's fine with that. As you say, just dying once, getting away with this sort of build, then you are more than happy as the puck. And yeah, continuing to get the aggressive items halfway in on his Aghanims.
They're getting so much out of the map. I just keep watching Alex, this Phoenix. He's level 14. Let's look at this other supports.
I mean, that's insane.
Level 11, level 10.
Yeah.
He's the same level as the Monkey King and this Enigma on the opposing side. And Phoenix is one of the those king actual supports that kind of can carry from his position too. So they almost have a 4 core on this Radiant, on this Creepwave side.
Yeah, especially against a team that doesn't really have any insane capabilities when it comes to taking down the egg. They haven't got any sort of amping up abilities or attack speed benefits that are going to be able to help them deal with it in the fights. That most of the time they're going to have to run. Problem is, Creepwave's got the puck. You can't run out of the... Well, you can if you want to take a lot of damage, but they've got great control around that egg, Creepwave.
Maureen, they've been hunting for him for a couple minutes here on the side. Won't be able to catch him, though, with the Air Spirit. Now the Phoenix Alex will make the rotation over.
Brame, I guess it is hard now that the Aegis is on Crystallis, but still themselves very much just trying to play the farm game as well, trying to keep up with Creepwave. It's just sort of hard to see if that's really going to work out for them here in this game. Crystallis, he found Spartan, and Spartan will not be able to save himself.
I'm watching Focus not farming either.
What's he doing, sitting in trees?
This is exactly why. He's just sitting in the trees scouting, and the moment he jumps down, Maureen sets up, actually almost catches him with the coil. So it's for good reason. Focus is just feeling the pressure. He can't actually get much on the map. He's been down here, and he hasn't increased his last hits by much in the last 2 minutes or so. He's just been jumping around.
I mean, I guess they feel that as long as one of them's getting farm out of Focus and Wish. They're kind of cool with this because, you know, Wish is he's still top of the net worth. Still incredibly farmed on the Prophet, and this Bloodthorn BKB.
But when is Focus going to be able to actually fight, though? He's going to have Aghanims and BKB, so he still needs that next item afterwards to actually be that big damage dealer. I feel like Jug can just focus fire him so easily. Manta, Scotty, and he's going to have Basher by then. Just Omni Slash the Monkey King in all the fights, and he's just dead.
Yeah, it's not an easy game for the Monkey King here. Even in a game as well where this Monkey King, you know, Focus, he had complete free farm in the lane, right? That lane down bottom, he couldn't really have had a better start. Sure, maybe more kills would have been nice for him, but he was able to freely hit the creeps. Top lane.
Up top.
They get the silence in onto Amar, and Black Hole being dropped down as well. And they'll turn over towards the egg. Can they do it in time? They can.
They do.
Good commitment there from Brame to get the two of them. They're going to try for Malorine as well. But with the silence, they might just be able to do it. Malorine in trouble. He's trying to get away. He's able to live. Phase shift is popped, and now it's Creepwave's turn to do the cleaning up. As Chrysalis takes the second, Malorine still alive. Stamanen trying to find him. But we have Chrysalis blocking it up. Malorine, he's going to be able to stay out of the range of the Magnetize, and he will live. A cleanup for Creepwave after what looked to be a decent start there for Brame, committing that black hole and taking down the Supernova, but they're just a little bit too far behind, and Creepwave bringing in more numbers than Brame was able to get over there.
Overstayed their welcome a little too far. Malorine actually baiting the hell out of them. Not having the way to play around the silence in the direct counter, but just being able to dance around.
I mean,
is able to make them stay around too long.
It's got to be pretty infuriating for Brame, right, playing against this puck when you know he's got nothing to take the silences off, but you're still not being able to kill him. Like he is, he's definitely going to be having a smile on his face this game, Malorine, as he just drifts around them.
Continuing to give space for Focus, and he does have the BKB. He's on his way toward that next item, and they did shrink the lead by a decent margin there, at least for a small moment. It went from 4K to 2K. Experience still heavily dominating for the side of Creepwave. They've just been able, like we said, get more out of the map. And it's been Focus really just jumping around the trees for a very long time. I'd be very surprised if I don't see them place a ward down there soon on the side of Creepwave, because he's been lingering around this tree vision for such a long time. Oh, actually, wait, is that what? Oh, no, okay. They did give Amara the gem. Okay. Amara is holding on to that one to at least watch when they are playing a little bit too aggressive forward.
Not as impressive as the original.
So, I mean, the lead hasn't necessarily grown from Creepwave. It's still just a 3K.
But their team fight has. I'm still looking at the Phoenix. Like, their team fight is still so damn strong. I can see that their triple BKB is up, though, for Brame, so they are very strong when they do get into these fights, if they are able to just get these off and get the proper targets, proper initiations, not get doomed initially. I don't know if you saw that stat there as well. That was probably quite a considerable amount of Eidolons, right? He's lost 61 Eidolons this game, 1,400 gold to Creepwave off the back of those. That's a lot of money. They were getting so many of them in the laning phase. Like, he would summon, they would split, and the Jug would run over and spin on top of them with a CM nuke, and they would get a lot of them. So it's not too surprising. They've also got a lot of books, right? Yeah. Oh, we have it, 850 gold. I mean, as a total from the Necro books and the Eidolons, Jugs had, that's 1K of the Jugs net worth. That definitely adds up. Seen them looking to still want to try to make a play around bottom every time they do see Malorine split pushing, because they do have to put attention. These Greater Treants, we've seen them take so many Raxes in this DPC. Yeah, they win games. Very little that you can do. I mean, just look at that. That Rax is nearly down. Look at top. He's going to start doing it top now too. They're starting to get that split push going with this pretty, I mean, I call it an over-tuned shard a little. The Treants feel a little bit too powerful to me still at the moment, but I mean, and in a game where, sure, they're a little bit behind, but not that far. I mean, there's definitely going to be windows for that split push opportunity to come into play. So Creepwave's got to play very smart against this incredibly strong Prophet. Yeah, and Focus, he still is a Monkey King. Sure, his game has been pretty much quiet. He's 0-3-1. He's not involved. He still pushes towers pretty hard. They're looking to get the jump on mid. Wish has shown his face.
Oh, Crystallis.
Let's get on him.
There we go, straight in with the Omni Slash. Crystallis down, over towards the Manon. He's going to be able to get the two of them, Crystallis. A perfect Omni Slash.
Best bounces I've ever seen. Bounced right to that Earth Spirit. And now they can clean the mid wave too, as those Greater Treants were attempting the split push.
And I like this as well from Crystallis, getting that Swift Blink next. Excellent item on the jug.
Bit different to see no Ags or Ag Shard.
True, that is the difference here. I think you're right. I feel like most jugs would prefer to get the Ags first before the Swift Blink.
Maybe just feel like he can get, if he goes for the Swift Blink, then they have more opportunities of canceling the Enigma Black Hole too. If there's like a Blink BKB, he just sits out of the fight, he just jumps in and Omnis him. I mean, he's got a lot of different things that he can play with this. If he chooses to. He also has Abyssal, so these BKB Black Holes are just not going to be a threat from Skylark.
For sure, yeah. With the
right spot.
With the completed Abyssal, then the Blink makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And yeah, Skylark, he's going for that Linken's. He knows that there's going to be that threat, and the team fights are going to be very hard for him to drop it down.
9K gold lead now. How quickly things have increased on the Creepwave side. Almost 20,000 experience too. And we're really seeing the Brame just kind of starting to rely a little bit more on this split push. Rely on splitting Creepwave up and trying to find a hero that's out of position, as there is a Linken's now on Malrine. Harder to kill for those silences. They still have the Earth Spirit silence if they can get it. Direct.
We got Dream Coil. They're going to drop it down. They get the Doom down as well, straight away on the Monkey King. Have they got follow-up damage? An attempt to jump in here on the Enigma. Black Hole's down, but he's not able to catch him. The bash is there, puts it to a stop. He's got to be careful now, Skylark. They are looking at Crystallis, but he's able to get out of the silence with the Manta Star. It's 3 dead on Brame. Over towards Wish they go, as they'll be able to hold the Raxit. It just wasn't enough here from Brame. It's a full cleanup from Creepwave. Trying to get in with that Black Hole. Couldn't quite find the target, Skylark. And as we're seeing at this stage, Crystallis just doing so much damage. 12-0-3. Had a completely flawless game so far on the jug. As Brame, they're really feeling that the lead that Creeps had now for pretty much the majority of this game.
Yeah, perfect play there from the jug. He just pre-clinked the Abyssal, right? The Enigma just jumped into an Abyssal instantly, and then we just see the Black Hole whiff. And look at the Doom. Doom and Coil on the two ideal targets too. And yeah, we see the instant Abyssal just pre-clicked from the high ground. Nothing that they can do at that point. Brame needs to get a good Black Hole, or at least a Wukong's off in the fight. They got neither off. There's no way that they have a chance there, as Creepwave really solidified their lead.
And you know, now they've got to try and hold without the Black Hole. Crystallis still has the Omni Slash. So if anyone steps up, Crystallis will quickly jump in for the kill. Ooh, I mean,
focused.
I was kind of wondering if the temptation would have been there, because he knew the creeps were spawning, so didn't want to go in with the slash. As their players safe. I mean, again, Creepwave, they're going to feel that the game's in a pretty good state right now. They don't need to go for risky plays. They can more than easily wait out so their next big items to come out, as we are seeing with the Puck now having the completed Aghanims. Roshan's available. They'll turn in for that. There's no Black Hole, so they won't feel too scared at all of Brame. I mean, Brame's heading over, but I don't know if Brame can really take a fight.
No, they cannot. This is going to be really difficult for them. Hopefully, Focus can at least get a Wukong's command off in the fight.
Malrini's already out, and he's been able to get the jump onto Spartan. They've got to run. They cannot fight this Brame. Or if they do, it may just be the last fight of the game for them. They've got the Black Hole back in 10. But Roche is falling. Malrine, he's looking for the backline. Spartan brought back for this. Malrine's already on him a second time.
Focus. He's just dead.
The slashes are there. Commits with the ult. It's a dead Monkey King, out for 70 seconds. Wish also in trouble as he gets right-clicked down. There's a buyback available on Wish, but nothing the same to be said for Focus. He cannot return to the game, as this looks like Creepwave may just be able to close it up. Straight over from Roche towards the tier 4s. They're looking to end it. The aggressive tips coming out as well, over towards Focus. As Malrine, he's just starting on them here. 8-1 and 11. He went for a greedy build on Puck, and it absolutely has paid off here, as he has just completely started on a lineup with multiple silences, but it just seems like it didn't matter. They could pretty much never kill him as now they just died inside their fountain. Wish, he'll turn with the silence, but they're onto the Ancient Creepwave. They're looking to close it up. A jump forward is attempted by Skylark, but the Abyssal into the bashes. Skylark, he cannot get his black hole off as Amar runs him down. The Ancient, ill fall. GG is called as Creepwave.